Welcome back to Diaspora Connect. I am your home plug, Neville. Na leo inakuwaga ile siku. Yes, sir. And anytime you watch Diaspora Connect, you immediately become our ambassador. So make sure you are telling people about us. Mukipiga story ya maniu pale, mukipiga story ya movies ni nini, politics hapa na pale mnasaidia mnasema, by the Diaspora Connect ilikuwa imeweza walikuwa pia na Kalundu pale. Ilikuwa a mashup time. And talking about a good time and not a long time, don't forget you can keep on getting interactive with us. Hashtag #NileIle Diaspora Connect on the X app at Citizen TV Kenya. And I want to read some of your interactions. On Justina Mekamtona sema, tuned in from Nairobi, loving Sarah's story. Amenibamba mbaya sana. 30 plus years in the US is not a joke. True that. Also, niki scroll through naona watu wangu wa Kisumu wako inside United. Kisumu. Big up yourself, Angela. Kopala na enjoy. Also, huyu ni Demarcus. Demarcus ana come through from the City of Champions. Eldoret saying, loving the show. Munaka fiti sana. Also, Kisumu KOT ana come through anasema, watching the show from Europe. I am in Istanbul. Istanbul ni Turkey. Ay, mazuri. Salute to you, manze, in the diaspora. Also, I see here, this is Margaret Akondani. Ruben pia saying, kama ao madem ni mafans wa Manchester wako juu tayari, but hiyo kwa huyu Kalundu ndio si fan wa Manchester, but Maureen ali represent sana. I'm talking about Kalundu. Tunaenda wapi right now in the world?
Tuna take a very special flight. First class. Kila kitu imepangwa. We are going to the US of A.
Yes.
Na tunaenda kubonga na one amazing chef. Chef Robito. Chef Robito, mambo vipi?
Hello. Mambo.
Uko aje?
Niko poa sana Kalundu.
First of all, acha nikwambie welcome home, because this is home.
Thank you so much.
Yes, uko US, but right now as we speak, you're home. First of all, nataka kujua timing iko aje, weather iko aje, uko Mutaratara inasema aje, form ni gani uko?
Saizi ni saa 10. And right now, weather iko poa, like we are approaching Namalizia summer, so at least weather iko poa, at least it's good to go out, and yeah, it's a good weather.
Yeah. Chef, talk to me about your journey. Kutoka Kenya ulitoka lini? Uli arrive lini US of A? And as we continue to speak about journey yako huko, but first of all, talk to me about wewe kutoka huku to the US.
Okay, first of all, I think begin journey yangu nilikuwa mimi naitwa Robito, and natoka place inaitwa Mossbridge in Kenya. That's in way back to the village in Katustret village. That's where I was born and raised. So my first place, I went to school in Moi University. I did hospitality management back in 2013, and for information, I was the only boy in my class. It was a good class. So then after there, I went to my internship nilienda MTRH hospital, Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital in 2013. Nikatoka MTRH, nikaenda my first job, I went to Super Break Hotel. Over there, I did for like a few months because I was still training. Then after there, I went to Ellen's Exclusive Restaurant. It's Iko Eli Bado. Then after there, nika moved to Riverside Hotel. I worked there for a couple of years. At least hapo ndo I can say nilianza ku learn how to mentor people into cooking. Right after Riverside Hotel, nikafanya na hospitali inaitwa Fountain Hospital, still in LD. I worked there as an assistant hospital chef, whereby tulikuwa tunahudumia wagonjwa, tunawapatia food, whatever they need. And that's where I found the passion of at least kupikia msee na unaona at least ana recover, anapona. That's what satisfies our soul. Right from there, I moved to Doha. That was in 2018. 2018 nikaenda Doha, Qatar, nikapata job na company inaitwa Intercontinental Group of Hotels. So this is the place I can say it's really mentored me, and this is the place I grew. When I went to IG Hotels, I went there as a demi chef de partie. So that was in 2018. Nikafanya na in the first place, it was really hard because unafika Qatar hivi Kiswahili, English huko hakuna, English ni broken. You just say like you cannot communicate like I want you to come and do this and this. So the only way communication was like me no coming, salary no coming. I mean, you have to break the English. Hawezi ongea like fluent English. So hamtaelewana. So what I had to do is I had to find a way to learn different languages. So there I started learning Hindi, and well, I can speak Hindi very well. So, and that really made me grow. Nikakuja nikakuwa departmental trainer. So right in the kitchen, I was the one making sure that all the interns that are coming to IG hotels, I was the one making sure that they get on board, they get to understand what is going on in the kitchen. From we have something called ASAP. It's called Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point. This is where it talks about the way you handle the food, all the way from receiving all the way to the how you store the food. So basically, I would say like that's what I did back in Doha. I managed to grow from different ranks, and I can say like to me, I find satisfaction in mentoring other people. So that's where I grew all the way. And then right back in 2022, I did applied for DV, and I got selected together with my family. And that's how I landed myself in USA. So right back when I was in Doha, I had still applied with the same group of hotels I was working with, IAG group of hotels. Nika applied nikikuwa Doha that I'm coming to US, and yeah. So they just told me, hey, once you're here, we will just get you a job. So, and that's how, because of the things I was doing back in Doha, I was just able to get a job direct before even me coming to US. And when I just came to US, already I had a job, and I worked with the company with the same position I was, and the same things I was doing. I continued to mentor people and teach them, make sure that their onboarding process was soft. So that's what I did when I just came here. And then apart from that, again, what after working with the IG hotels, that's over here in Houston, nikakuja nikafanya another place. It's called Elkins Lake. Elkins Lake is where I work currently. It's golf club, and right here we cook for different people. We cook for dignitaries. And just to take you back, before I forget something, while I was in Doha, we also had the privileges of cooking for various people, including the FIFA World Cup team that we were hosting back then. And then again, similar thing happened to me when I came here to US. I cooked for Argentina national team, include kina Messi, to pick food, and I've had the privileges of cooking for different presidents whom I cannot mention, but to me, I find the privileges. As you can see over there, there's different food platings that I've done. And what I try to do is like being a chef, you have to be creative. You just make something out of nothing, and people will enjoy. And we find satisfaction in making people happy.
Yes, that's absolutely amazing. Chef, hapa hivyo on the hashtag Diaspora Connect, wase wanauliza where in the US you are?
Okay, I'm in Texas state, we narrowed down, niko Houston.
Absolutely. I want to know, because umetoka Kenya, umeenda Doha, saizi uko the US. What is one Kenyan meal that you've carried through? Yenye unaendanga unaambia watu, I am a Kenyan, this is something you need to try as a chef?
As you've been playing the pictures over there, there's one picture of ugali, but this ugali, I tried to make it Americanized. So it's still ugali, yes, but I just tried to Americanize it in a way that you just cut it into like cubes. So it kind of looked like, it's not the, if you can see, there's a picture that just flip over there. It's ugali, but I'm just trying to tell people that in Kenya, we have a lot of food, but the only thing that we lack is how to market our food. And there's one day I did that as the special. It was ugali and beef stew. when I did that, the people were like, what is this? Is it a bread? Is it a cake or what? I told them it's African food is called ugali, because the way I designed it, I mean, they really liked it. And on that day, we sell it, because each and every day we have a different specialties of food. And you can bring in whatever you want to bring and make people happy.
Chef, because I know you've made so many dishes, what would you say is the biggest culinary shock umesha experience? Right now in Kenya, when you see ukiangalia pale hivyo TikTok, watu wana experience sana na chapati, waneka a lot of things. But outside there, umepatana na culture za watu, you've done a lot of dishes. What is that one culinary shock, culture shock you've received, you've seen?
Well, to me, I think what have really shocked me is there's this, actually it's from Africa, it's Zimbabwe. They have these worms. They just eat the worms, they just fry the worms and eat them. To me, it kind of looked weird to me, but it's something they like. And you know, one thing is like, being a chef, you are able to cook anything, irrespective you eat it or you don't eat it, but you have to cook it and make people happy. You know, so to me, that's one thing that it actually shocked me, because you in Kenya, kuna vitu mingi hatukuli Kenya, but many people here would eat even snails. You know, people eat cockroaches, people eat snakes, but we just make them because it's what they want, and we have to make it to their taste. And to me, it really shocks me.
Yeah, and of course, Chef, tumeongea a lot kuhusu, you know, the glitz, the glamour, you know, the highs. Na najua kuna zile the lows, especially when you are in a Kenyan na uko kwa country zingine. What would you say has been, briefly, a setup? What has been one of the setbacks in terms of your journey while you're uko maju?
Umepotea kidogo.
I'm saying we've heard about the highs, the glitz and the glam of the kitchen, but I know there's a lot of, sometimes kuna zile setbacks, right? Talk to me about some of the setbacks that you may have experience as a Kenyan in other countries.
To me, first of all, there's when you just walk in somewhere, people would expect like, hey, you know, people don't. I mean, watu wengi wajui kwamba Africa, we have even network. So you just walk in and somebody say like, hey, can you? And then, wow, the moment you just finish doing the plating, somebody will like, hey, so you know it? I mean, people actually think that we don't know much, but in the real sense, we know a lot. So to me, that's one thing. That actually we should improve on it. I mean, the way we approach people and the way we like present ourselves outside there, it's something that many people actually have been amazed. Especially whenever I do something, many people get surprised, like, hey, how did you know this? And I told them when we went to school, and yeah.
And what is the one thing you miss about Kenya that any other country cannot replace? Kwa sababu umeenda, umefly, you've seen it, and you've done it. So what is that thing that, you know, hakuna country inaweza replace when it comes to Kenya?
Well, Kenya kwanza ni vibe. Not a vibe kwanza. Vibe ya Kenya kwanza is something that you cannot just get it anywhere. So first of all is vibe, and then another thing, as much as you try to get the food over here, it cannot be the same food as back over there, Kenya. For instance, let's say nyama choma, the flavor won't be the same as that back home. So, I mean, as much as we try to bring the Kenyan dishes or ideas back here, still hawezi pata the authenticity of being like ile ungepata Kenya. For example, ungepata mtura hapo tu base, unadunga, unakula. So, I mean, it cannot be the same.
Yeah, and of course, watu wakienda maju tunakuanga na zile wristbands za the Kenya, you know, watu wengi wanajua Kenyans. Yes, watu wengi wanajua Kenyans are runners. When people meet you na unawaambia I'm a Kenyan, what do they most associate Kenya with?
First of all, when you just meet somebody and then they will be like, oh, so you run? Do you run? because they just know Kenya as a running country. So first of all, you just say, oh, you see that is my brother. You just tell them he's my brother, and they be like, oh, okay. So because one impression about many people, they just see this band, they be like, oh, do you run? I mean, because they know Kenya as a running country, so yeah, we just tell them, yes, I run. Even if you don't run, but you just tell them I run, because that's what they have in mind.
Yes, unawaambia unakimbianga tu umalize story. But right now, Chef, I want to give you this opportunity to say your salams to your friends, both in Doha, in the US, and also here in Kenya. Piga shout out kwa mabeshte zako. Wazi, sawa. First of all, I want to start with my immediate family, my wife, and my wife Ivy, my 2 kids, Alexis and Adrian. Nawasalimia sana, and I love you guys. Second goes to my dad and mom back at home in Mosbury. Najua wananiwatch, nawasalimia sana. The entire family of Kapchemugen, nawasalimia wote pali mliko, nawasalim sana. And then the other one goes to my crew back in Doha. These are the people who really hold me and walinisaidia sana. So the crew led by Kiprik, Marus, Ken, Benso, wote nawasalimia sana. I also want to shout out to my community here in USA. It's called Kotapka family. Nawasalimia sana. The entire GI nation, nawasalimu wote. I also don't want to forget my friends here, kina Pita, kina Njoro, najua watanimaliza kwanza nisipowasema. So nawasalimia sana, Kento. The list is so big. I mean, I cannot finish all, but nawasalimia wote sana. My friends in Australia, Nick Boit, and all those people I cannot mention. You know, mimi ni mtu wa watu, so I mean, siwezi tema kila mtu, but wote nawasalimia sana wote. It's all right, Chef. All in all, tunajua watu wa Moy's Bridge wamebambika kukuona, and we absolutely appreciate you and we love you. Thank you so much for coming through right here on Diaspora Connect. Still right here on the biggest show on Kenyan television. Let me tell you. Neville, let me tell you.
Hey.
Nimelan vitu mingi from Sarah. Alisema do not detour.
Hey.
Chef, ameniambia mambo yenye masnake nini. But
and I love the fact that at least he's breaking it down, because msa amepikia Messi. Wengine wetu hatuwezi sema hivyo.
Na presidents wenye hawezi taja. You know?
Kijana ana represent to the fullest, and huyo ni champes mwenyewe. So big up yourself, sir. And that's exactly why this show was made for. Stories like that. Ndo ukisikia, because we all know someone akoma juu. Whether it's our relative, whether ni beshte yetu, ama ni neighbor ya nani, ama tulienda shule na yeye, tunajua mtu. But now to hear more stories, you're like, hey, enyewe, tunafanya ile kitu tukienda majuu for real. Vile inafaa. And I love that. So continue getting interactive with us. Hashtag ni ile bado, Diaspora Connect at Citizen TV Kenya. Kulikuwa na lots of good vibes zimekuja, especially when it comes to our Instagram. Niko na kijana anaitwa hapa Mosi. Unaona vile ametuma messages mingi, ndo yani to get to him. Asema, hello guys, this is Mosi Mo watching from Abu Dhabi in UAE. Bless up Diaspora Connect. It's such a beautiful show. Thank you very much, Modi. Judy pia mengine anasema, hi Neville. Hi Kalondo, show imeweza. Ni Mwoto Manzeni locked in from B Center. Say hi to Hillary, babe. Akiwa Seychelles, DJ Maureen, big up yourself. Anasema hizo tunes endelea zikam. Veronica pia ako ndani from Saika, anasema show iko lit kabisa. And that's what we do. Ukituma message at Diaspora Connect KE pale kwenye Instagram, unatupata live and direct. Alafu kuna kijana wangu anaitwa Icon Ryan, anasema show ni hot, tuned in from Eldoret, and the DJ is an absolute vibe. Manze, we do not spare nothing when it comes to you, the most important person. Ikienda iende sana. Also, continue using that hashtag Diaspora Connect when you connect with us right here. And when we are talking about good things, remember, tell few people about us and all the amazing things that we do right here on Diaspora Connect. As we said, wewe ni ambassador wetu. Just by watching us, just by hearing about us. Ukijua kuna kitu jingine, unaelewa maneno vile iko. And right now, for the final time right now in Diaspora, nataka tuende to connect with another Kenyan. Give us another story that will teach us things, that will motivate us, that will give us that upscale to look forward to. kuingia hiyo ndege na kuenda ukiulizwa chicken or beef unajua unajua
unaamka kama umelala
kabisa manze. Right now we go all the way and meet another amazing Kenyan who is going to give us their story na pia sisi tutamuappreciate kwa sababu yeye ni champez in his own right. Wagwan my bro, ni aje mambo vipi, uko poa lakini? Ni aje unanisikia bro?
Nakusikia vizuri sana.
Manze, we are delighted and happy to have you on the show. Manze, uko area gani sahi? Kuna wase wanakuona wanasema, hii sura iko familia but ni yeye kweli?
Yeah, it's true, it's me. Currently I'm in Kansas City. A city called Overland Park. That's where I am.
Nice. Kansas.
Right.
Talk to me about some of the things that you have enjoyed in Kansas thus far. Yani Mkenya, ukiambiwa uleze Mkenya ni nini nimeenjoy Kansas, ungewaambia aje?
All right. Kansas is amazing city here in US. Apparently, we are actually at the middle of two states because at times guys ask me, are you in Missouri or are you in Kansas? It's really tricky because Kansas City is a city between the two states. I'm just in the middle of Missouri and Kansas. So when you say Kansas City, people tend to, like, are you in Kansas? Because I study in Park University, and Park University is in Missouri. Currently, I live in Kansas, and Kansas happens to be an amazing place compared to the other states. I've been following your show from the start. There's this beautiful lady in Boston. So Kansas is in the Midwest. I don't know whether do you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, bro, we can.
Yeah, so apparently Kansas is in the middle. If you see the geographical map of America, we are in the middle of America. So we tend to enjoy apparently a good weather compared to other states. Like if you go to northern part where it's more cold towards Canada, or too hot when you come down Kansas, like where my good friend Houston and Louisiana, those states, comparatively, Kansas is warm. So I'm saying that that's one thing I really enjoy. Right now, we are closing summer. It's good.
Alphonse, talk to those guys who are seeing you for the first time. Sahi wanasema, huyu Bazoo alifikaje huko Kansas, alifikaje US. What's his journey like? So maybe in a nutshell, unaweza ni explainia ndio, at least as guys are watching you, wako up to the time with you, my bro.
You're right. It's a journey that began way back in 2022 when I started having interest to come to the US. And I was like, what is the way forward? And how can I navigate my way to the US? So I applied for my studies as a master's student in Park University. I started the process of applying the school. I got the admission, I got the I-20. Then I started booking for the embassy interviews. I went to Nairobi embassy and I did my interviews. I got the visa and the whole journey began. Here I am now in the US.
Yes, in Park University, man. The student ambassador mwenyewe, student leader, which is such an amazing thing. How do you break through to such heights, especially being from Kenya and going all the way to a new city? Because being in a new city, you might feel as if you need to reserve yourself. But for you, my bro, as we can see, you're excelling in many ways.
It's all about, I think, some skills that we learned way back. Because I remember I used to study in Catholic University, and I happened to be the student leader again. So the same trades went along with me here to America, and here in America, apparently, being as an international student, there's some things that ties you along with people. And this happened when I came to, mingled up with African students. and giving a shoulder to Kenyan students are coming in. So it happened that when people in fact, I was voted unopposed as a student ambassador for Kenya, and I even represented East African because Uganda then and Tanzania, there were nobody contesting for that. So I shouldered East African space, and there I got being nominated as a student ambassador for Kenya.
Absolutely amazing. And of course, as an ambassador, of course, when you're studying abroad, it can be tough, but also very much exciting. What are some of the researches? Mse anataka kuja maju to study. What are some of the things people can research, especially as students? What should they look into?
Well, the whole process from the word start. When you talk about research, one is all about what course do you want to do in abroad, and which school, which university, and what are the relationship with what you want. As in, when you're doing masters, it's gonna relate with what you've done, because most of the time those are the questions that come in the embassy. That what did you do for your first degree? Then the other thing is, what school are you looking at? Which university are you gonna do your studies? And then the other thing is, of course, what are the requirements? And I've been doing side coaching for students who really are interested in studying in the US. The biggest challenge about US compared to other nations, like what I heard about Scotland, what I hear about Australia, about UK, US tend to have one-on-one interviews, not like the online applications and what have you. So the biggest challenge when it comes to the US is all about presentation. When you go to the interview, and then you see the other thing is all about the American English, because this is where a big challenge happens to students when they go to the embassy. They start to panic. They start not to understand the English, the American English, because they twang their English. Like when they talk about 20 in Kenya, they say 20. Or when they talk about water, they say water, and so many things. So what I tell people is you develop confidence when you're going for that interview. And apparently, what Park University, we've actually worked out a model of helping those guys who tend to apply for their interviews, and we do mock interviews to prepare them well as they go for that interview. Then the other thing, of course, is the bank statements to support your sponsorship, or actually the fees and the upstays here in America. So what you say is all, what you talk about the research, it entails all that. When you make it up and sum it up is what actually enables you to come to the US. But one thing that I would want to say, it's possible, and it really happens every other day. We receive a number of students.
Yeah, and away from that, from a personal experience, how do you stay connected with family, friends, and the Kenyan culture as well?
A good question. I've heard a lot of stories, people saying the world is a village now. It's been reduced to a village. Like what I do with this interview now, I'm just like I'm home. In fact, people have been waiting for me, like, Alphonse, I'm not seeing you. You said you will be on Citizen. And we are. In fact, I get more news than even my mother in the village about Kenyan current affairs. I follow a lot on YouTube. I'm on many WhatsApp groups across Kenya, and just a phone call away, I would say.
Yeah.
So and then the other thing, we have a robust community here in America of Kenyan communities. Every weekend we are invited for baby showers, weddings, and birthdays. A lot. It's amazing.
Yeah, I can imagine. And thank you very much, bro, for coming through, taking the time away from your schedule and coming through and making sure everything is A-okay. But before we love and leave you, please send in your salams. Tumia watu wako back home hapa masalams, wase wako huko na wewe. Please send in your salams.
Oh yeah, quite a number of lists, if you can spare me a minute. First of all, let me start with my family. Yeah, my family, my parents are watching way back in Elgeyo Marakwet, Keyo South. I got a lot of fans, WhatsApp groups, Kabie Meet WhatsApp group. I want to say big respect to Shaq, Kim Jung. Kim Jung is watching me somewhere, Wakili, Ledisha, EMC in totality, Mateb. I have quite a number of friends in Nairobi. My son Alan in Aga Khan University. I have Daisy in Mombasa. It's amazing. The list is a lot. And of course, the leadership of Elgeyo Marakwet was in issue. That's where I stay. I want to say big respect to them. And citizen TV fans, my auntie Brenda, who is in Nairobi, Fred, all awesome family. They're all watching me now. My friends in the US, I have Oscar, I have Larry, Park University, I have the student international president, Kevin Fika, Catherine Gihan, and all my friends, all my fans. I can't mention all of them. I have Nelly, who's watching me, Nelly Williams in Nairobi, Kiambu. Who else? I have a list actually. They had given me a list that I can read all of them right now.
Yeah, we understand.
Yeah, and of course, students at Park University. I have cousins of mine, a number of them. I have my siblings here in the US. I have my sister Jackie in Ohio, Cincinnati. I have my brother Leonard. I have. Who else? Getty, my sister in Texas. I have my young friends. Yeah, I have Aliana with me. I have Ashley, the father, Felix.
I love it. List
it's amazing. And all Kenya. Let me say big respect to all of them.
The whole of Kenya to may receive your salamu. The whole of Kenya.
In fact, I have, you mentioned about the restaurant here, and every time I go to any grocery store, I get some lamu in Swahili. Jambo, they know this thing is from Kenya. So these are our number plates.
I definitely can see that, but thank you very much for representing also by all the amazing things that you're doing when it comes to your students and when it comes to Kansas in the US of A. So thank you very much and salute to you. And just like that, stories by Kenyans from all over the world, US to Bengia, Europa to Bengia. Yeah. And we really do appreciate each and every one of you. And you might be there in the diaspora like, mi pia niko na story ya kusema. Even me, I can. Our number is on your screen right now. Na pia wewe unaweza kuwa na mtu wako majuko like, bro, wewe story yako inaweza jenga wasee mbaya sana. Make sure you get interactive with us. Send us messages online at Diaspora Connect KE. That's how you get to us. Alafu pia your WhatsApp number, slide through, tuandikie WhatsApp, give us your bio, your details, so that, you can be one of those people who is in studio or out there on Zoom, giving us all those good details.
Yes, and of course, I feel Alphonse.
Yes.
I feel Sarah, wakitaka kuwa na list, wataje kila mtu. There's that feeling when you're like, you're going on TV, nitaje please.
Nitaje,
so,
my names.
Yes, please. Because if you're not right now on TV and you're just seeing us on the screen, tafadhali, your list unaweza tutumia. We always have the time to read all that list. So put that list into writing on the hashtag Diaspora Connect.
Simple as that. And talking about simplicity, the good thing is that we are always having even our friends here and our colleagues here from Citizen who are always traveling. And one of those people who is no stranger to us and us here, she's our roaming reporter. You never know where in the world she is. She was in Kigali giving us those facts and figures. And right now, hey, huyu roaming reporter wetu, hata sitakwambia ako wapi, but take a listen to Mamu.
Of America. Landing spot, DC. Are there Kenyans who live in DC? Because outside we hear, yes, there's so many Kenyans have chosen DC as their home. Second home, let's say. So why? Let's find out.
message.
Oh, Swahili.
Yeah.
Nilisikia sana.
Karibu.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Finally, I am told when you come to DC, lazima nikuje Swahili Village.
Nice to be. Asante. My name is Gladys. I'm one of the managers in DC. In this location.
Yeah.
Karibuni sana.
So, how long have you been here?
I have lived in DC for the past 2 years.
Okay.
And I have been working in this location for the past year.
Nini kuinspire ikasema
I needed that experience. Nilihitaji your experience to broaden my experience in the hotel industry.
Yeah.
And then when I came here, I got comfortable.
Yeah.
Especially coming to Swahili Village, I was like, well, I'm finally gonna feel at home away from home. So the reason why I chose DC, obviously every single person who is in the DMV area, they're always gonna tell you like, DMV, DC is the place to be whenever you want to work. Okay?
Oh.
In terms of the clientele, in terms of like nightlife, also this is the best place.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I chose to DC.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm a manager.
How hard, how easy is it to be a manager in Omaju?
In Swahili Village, we have different kinds of clientele, right? We have white people who come and eat here. We have Black Americans who come to eat here. So you get to, you're dealing with all kinds of people. Different than what is back in Yeah, but it's given me a learning experience for sure. Yeah.
How would you advise? What is an advice you would tell us kama wewe? Anataka tu kuja US kufanya kazi.
Go the legal way. Usijaribu kuja huku, for example, unakuja na visit visa, then you say you're gonna stay in kazi chini. You're gonna face a lot of challenges. But if you choose to go the legal way, you come here, you get your work permit in the legal way, the right way, you can work literally everywhere you want. The good thing about US is that with all your credentials back at home, you can come here and start scratch. You can go anywhere you want. The lessons that I learned how to DC, like in America, I had to learn how to first watch and then speak. Because over here, people know their rights. Okay? What's on the rights? Now, Kenya tumezoea. Do you know that? Exactly. Yeah. So who you come, you first learn the works, you see whatever is going on around. Then after you're used to the environment, then you can start working out. You get it? And another lesson that I learned from home is that honestly, the values that you've been taught to go back home, you have to come with them over here. Because you're gonna meet people, but when you're talking about division.
Someone who's still at home, they're scared of leaving home. What you do tell them?
Take the risk.
Yeah.
I mean, take the risk. Take the risk, take the risk. I literally took the risk for me. 2019. And then when I went out, I didn't. This was not my first country to go out of. But my first country, I went to Oman, and then we got part of the pandemic. So I was locked in Oman for like the entire period of the pandemic. So if you're always stuck in your comfort zone, you're never gonna get the opportunity to grow. So if you're back at home and you feel like, oh, I'm scared of going out, oh, I'm gonna miss my family, definitely you're gonna miss your family for sure. Lakini, it's not amounting to the amount of experience you're gonna get, the amount of exposure you're gonna get, and I mean, you're gonna enjoy life.
What is it that you miss about Kenya?
Nyama choma.
Nyama choma.
Yeah, pale kamakis. Kachumbani kuna kapilipili kidogo.
Kombali. Bado.
My family.
Oh.
I miss my mom so much.
Oh. How long has it been?
It's been 3 years since I went home.
3 years.
Yes.
Oh, that's a while. Your last words to ask what your diaspora connect to those people who are watching. What is it that you'd like to tell them?
I mean, I'd like to tell you guys, take the opportunity. If you have the opportunity, honestly, take it. You're not gonna regret it. You're gonna learn a lot of things. And also, just be open-minded. Just be open-minded to all the opportunities that come towards you. But also one thing, don't forget your core values. Whatever your mom told you back at home, mama yako amekufundisha, amekuambia usifanyange hivi, ukienda mbele ya watu wageni kaa hivi, tafadhali shikilia hiyo kabisa, 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 kabisa.
Finally, ukikuja Diaspora Connect, lazima utume salamu. Tunataka Gladys uangalie kamera pale, utume salamu kwa watu wote wenye unafikiria. Wacha waone leo kwa TV. Tuma salamu.
Nataka kutuma salamu. Hivyo.
Actually, lazima tena hivyo. Sasa nataka kusema salamu lakini wewe single wewe kama. Yeah.
Sasa kasudi hapo ka accent kalipotea. Nataka kutuma salamu kwa watu wote ambao wananiona leo. Hi mom, how are you? I really miss you so much. I know you're a fan of this show. Usikose kuangalia show. Ukikosa kuangalia, tutakosana. I also like to send my salams to my best friend. Her name is Levina Wachie. I miss you guys so much, and Michelle, and my dad, and my sisters, and my brother, my nephews and nieces. I miss you guys so much, and I hope that I'm gonna be coming home very soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Gladys. It was nice having you.
Same.
Hebu tuonyeshe what you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, sausages, nini na nini na nini. Yeah. Let's see what you got. Oh, thank you so much for watching Diaspora Connect. Mimi ni ule plug wako. Ninakuconnect hata majuu. Ndio hii plug ya majuu, by the way.
Oh, mandhari mazuri pale. As you can see, our roaming reporter Mamu all the way from the United States. Umeona, it's a taste of Kenya. Swahili.
She looks like she's really enjoying because she is actually really enjoying.
Hey, when it comes to Babu, yeah, I make sure enjoyment kwanza, alafu ana deal na sisi watu wa DC. But thank you very much, Babu, for coming through and making sure we see those sighted sound. Na sasa hata tunajua tukifika hiyo maeneo, tuko na Swahili food na tungoja hapo.